This is Eslen. Welcome back, fishies. Well, I had some leftover pita bread, and I don't like to waste anything. So I cut it into these squares, and what I'm going to do is I made up. When you go to almost any Middle Eastern restaurant, you go there and they have za'atar and olive oil on the table to put on the bread. Usually the pita bread, they come out nice and warm. The ones that I go to, the Middle Eastern restaurants I go to, the bread is normally warm. But I can't think of the name of it right now. But it's the Middle Eastern restaurant. I can't think of the name of the restaurant, but they have a store also, which is really nice. So what I did was I cut these up so I could spread some olive oil and za'atar on them. And you can buy them in the store. And I remembered, you know what? Why should I buy them? Why should I buy them when I can make it at home? And what you do is you just use your leftover bread. And a lot of people buy these chips when they go to the into the store. They're right there in front of the in the bakery where they have like not really a bakery, but it's kind of like a bakery. They have like all kind of cheeses in there and all kind of sandwiches. And but this is smelling really good because remember the other day my garlic sauce didn't work out like I planned. Well, that's what I'm using. I put some za'atar in that garlic sauce that didn't work. So this really isn't like what you buy there because normally they don't have garlic in it. But mine is garlicky. I like garlic. I heard garlic was good for you. But yes, I'm going to slather this with some garlic. Then I'm going to put it in the oven for maybe about 5 to 8 minutes on 350. But I'm just going to coat this really well. They're going to get really crispy like chips. So these are like the pita chips that you can buy in the restaurant. Sedans. That's the name of the Middle Eastern restaurant I was trying to think of was Sedans. That's when you go into the restaurant and you get this fresh bread, pita bread baked, and then they give you this za'atar and olive oil to put in it. Oh man, to dip it, and it is so good. But like I said, I added garlic. Now I'm going to set this aside because our television TV magic is getting ready to come up. You know, we always like a little TV magic. What I did was I started some chips already, and they are not crisp. So, before that goes off, we're going to maybe give it another 3 minutes. I looked in there. They're not really crisped up yet. Let me take another look. About maybe another 3-4 minutes. But in the meantime, I made a new batch of tabbouleh. This is a different batch. This is curled parsley. The other day, I said the wrong thing. This is curled parsley. I have some red onion in there. And I have some cucumbers, tomatoes. And like I said before, usually they put cracked wheat or, what is the other? Quinoa. They usually put one of those in here, but I didn't put either one. This is a fresh batch. I just made it up a little bit ago. I'm just going to give it a quick stir because you can see the lemon juice on the bottom there. Can you see that pooling up a little bit, the lemon juice? And I put a little bit of grapeseed oil. You can use olive oil. And I just put a little bit over that with just a splash. I mean, just a very little splash of red wine vinegar. But yes, this is I'm going to put this on my pita chip crackers. Give it a quick taste, make sure it's still good. I just made it. I know it's good. I have to taste it anyway. You know I like my crisp vegetables. Into my pork off. You know I like my crisp vegetables. Those are very crisp. It's winding down. And like I said, this is just going to be a quick, short video. I didn't want the bread to go to waste, and I wanted to show you guys what I do with it. And what I'm going to do is, you can also freeze this bread, the pita bread. You can also freeze it. But what happened was I had some frozen, and I dropped it. And it shattered. So I'm going to use that for something else. I'm going to maybe make some crumbs out of it or something. But it wasn't, I couldn't do it like this, or I couldn't make a sandwich out of it. I'm just going to check this again. I don't want these to burn. or get too crisp, and they are not crisp enough. Let me move this around. Put the front to the back and the back to the front. Here, I can show you really quick. Okay, so the weather here. How's the weather where you are? The weather here, it's up and down and all around. But it's starting to get warmer. Hopefully where you are, the weather's starting to get better. Hope you don't have all that S-word stuff. You know what I mean? That stuff. I don't like to say the word because I don't like to talk it up. But it's getting nice here. It's almost springtime. And I'm going to have to extend the time on that. Because they're not crisping up as fast as I thought they would. I didn't put them in as soon as I had hoped to. And I still want to wish everybody out there in March, all the fishies, a happy birthday. I didn't have anything set to drink today. Not yet. It's a little bit early in the day. But I'm sure we can find something around here to toast with. You don't want anything, will do. And I did find something that we could toast with. And I think you guys won't mind it. I know it's something I like to drink. I hope you guys like to drink it too. Happy birthday. It's the H2O. And I hope everybody stays safe and positive and everybody has a birthday. If you drink, stay at home and don't drink and drive. I was thirsty. I was really thirsty. That water came in handy. Now, how many of you guys like Middle Eastern food? I like it. I like a wide range of food. I can't say that I have a favorite food. Because I like Mexican, Chinese, Italian, soul food, Middle Eastern, Spanish. Like I said, I like Japanese, Chinese. I like a lot of variety of foods. The foods that I have tasted. There are things that I don't like, but there are more things that I like than I don't like. And I'm hoping these crisp up a little quicker. They're crisping up. They're not where they're supposed to be. Maybe if I could open up the oven, it might help it out a little bit. But yes, I'm just going to have a snack with this. Chips. See? Part timers. Brain just stopped right there in its tracks. These should be ready. I'm going to take them out. I know I just looked at them. But we don't want them to burn. That's one thing, we don't want them to burn. How does that look? Crispy? Yep. So I'm just going to take this out. Shut the oven before it starts screaming at me. Now I have this extra plate here. I'm just going to take these out, sit them on the plate so I can slide the other ones in there. This is just going to be like a light snack. Like I said, they buy these at I go to 2 Middle Eastern restaurants, Sedan's, and I also go to LeVay. And like I said, they sell these chips there. And I just said, you know what, I can make my own. I have the pita bread. And I'm just going to put this in here. And the rest of this is slid off. I'm just going to take my fingers and stick it on there. I'm going to take and slide this over in the sink and give my fingers a quick rinse because you guys know I don't like stuff on my fingers like that. It's really strange. I like to cook, but I don't like certain things on my fingers, on my hands. And I'm going to just slide this back in the oven. This one will crisp up. And like I said, what I'll do is I'll probably put in a food saver or maybe even just a freezer bag so I can, so they'll stay crisp. I can save it. I am looking, I thought I had another plate so I could taste it and wouldn't spill mine, make such a big mess. when I get ready to taste it because I know it's going to crack. And I don't. So, you know what? We're just going to taste it just like this. I'll just get a napkin. How about that? Get a paper towel. Won't make as big a mess. I wasn't as prepared as I thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these crispy chips. You see that? Can you smell the garlic on that? You see the za'atar on there? Man, that smells so good. Like I said, we need that smell-o-vision. We really do. We need smell-o-vision around here. Now I'm just going to take some of this and put on here. Normally, they don't. You can use this for a cracker or just put anything on it. But you know what? I'm going to try it like this today. Like I said, the chips, they use the chips for almost anything. We did not adjust the oven, but we're going to. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? Doesn't that look good? I'm going to taste it for you. I know it's going to be good. I already know. It is really good. It's got that garlicky taste in it. You got the flavor of the za'atar. And the other flavors from the tabbouleh. If you had some leftover meat, you could put on here like some chicken or lamb or beef. Whatever, you could shred it and put on there, man. It'd be a nice, almost like a thin pizza almost. You hear how that crisp up like a cracker? That is really crunchy. This is a good snack and it's healthy. I think the worst thing on here is the pita bread. I mean, the pita bread really isn't that bad. Nice little snack. I probably should have got a better plate to put it on, but it was a last minute thing. I just thought I would share with you guys. If you like what you see, thumbs up. If you want more, hit your dinner bell. Suggestions and comments are always welcome. Subscribing is free and sharing is nice. I like everybody out there to stay safe and positive and stay tuned. But let's try this because you never know what we are going to try.